Free tickets to bet. 54541.
That's a good radio station. I haven't used a radio in a long time.
What?
A good radio station.
Oh, it's raining, babe.
Recognize these two?
Oh, yeah.
It's Ed and Lena. She's 50.
Hey, crew. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, Pastor Craig.
How are you,
How are
Maxine?
you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Getting through this jet lag, but feeling good. Feeling good. All right. Sandy, you on today?
I am.
There
How are
she
you?
is. How are you?
Great, great. Thank you.
Fantastic. And Lisa Price is there.
Hello.
Hello, Lisa. And Norma Anaracelli.
Yes, we're here.
All right.
All right.
Hi.
Sound like you were listening to Mexican radio a minute ago. You found your station.
That was definitely Araceli.
That's funny. Derek.
How's it going?
Hey, man, you got a big week.
Yeah, finally here.
I'm glad you're on the phone call, man. I was like, he may be kind of busy, but it's so good to have you on, man. All right, who else we got? That's all we've got on right now. All right, well, we're gonna get started. So good to be back home, and I'll tell you a little more about that in a bit. But thanks for everybody that was able to be on here. I know Amy and Andrew have sick kids, so they're not able to be on here from Australia. And then I think Cindy had an appointment, so hopefully everybody else will be on here. Hopefully Isaac will, because we'd love to get a report on their new Champions Club launch this past weekend. So that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and open up in prayer, and then we'll just talk a little bit about updates and wins and all that kind of good stuff. And so let's get started. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for our team. We thank you for everything you're doing through Champions Club, God. It's so amazing. And we thank you for the privilege and honor it is to serve you and to serve families. And God, we just thank you for this team. And Father, we just thank you for this opportunity just to meet today and just connect. It's so great because we're not just a team, but we're a family. And I just thank you for each and every person here today, Father. So bless this time together. In your name we pray. Amen. All right. So let's get started with some wins. Derek, why don't we kick off with you, man? Tell us everything that's going on with your new church launch. When are you launching the Champions Club? No, just kidding. But tell us everything that's going on, man. It looks exciting.
Yeah, no, it's been good. So the last 2 weeks we did our run throughs, which were a godsend. It shows you how important they are when you actually do them, because kind of cut out all the snags and the bugs that we would have had on launch Sunday. So it's been really good. Our team is completely bought in. I've kind of rallied them around the whole mindset of we get to do this. So instead of saying we have to, we say we get to. And they're all kind of like laughing about it now, because when something's bad, they say, hey, remember, we get to do this. So it's been good. Constellation Field has been absolutely amazing. I've already got our first baptism service scheduled in the outfield for October. One of my God dreams, I almost texted you yesterday and I didn't, but one of my God dreams for Constellation has been that they'll open a sensory room in the stadium. And it just so happens yesterday, Hope for Three, which is the organization that I partner with out here that actually got me Constellation, they tagged them in a Facebook post publicly yesterday because Philadelphia Eagles Stadium opened a sensory room this year. And they said, hey,
That's great.
how about we do this in Sugar Land? They tagged them. So just really cool to see some things coming together. We've had some families reach out to us. And yeah, it's just been cool. I mean, God's been good. He's been faithful. It has been a process. It's been a grind, but man, we're excited about Sunday.
Oh man, we are excited with you. We can't wait to see what God's going to do. We're believing that you're going to have more than you anticipated this Sunday and everything. And just know we are cheering you on with everything God's put in your hands to right now. Yeah, and I've just been watching all the wins that God's given you, and it's been pretty cool. Just the financial wins and you know, showing up and wanting to buy that one case, and you end up getting the whole lot of them. So
yeah, yeah, God's shown us tremendous favor, and I mean, we look at it. We kind of look now, and I will say, but man, the attacks have been crazy. This past week, I can't divulge certain things, but both of our parents are going through some battles right now, just out of the blue. Like my dad found out something this week. Her dad had an incident last week, and they're doing some further testing because they discovered something, and it has just been insane, the amount of attacks that have been coming. But we just kind of keep reminding everybody that if that's all happening, it's happening because devil knows God's about to do something big.
Yeah.
So no, we're excited. God's shown us tremendous favor, and we're just thankful. And honestly, it's one of those things. Our prayer when we moved out here is that He would do something that we couldn't take credit for, and that's what's happened. Because what's happened so far, it doesn't make sense. We're not that good. So,
well, none of us are, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely get out. I've got to host somebody this weekend, or I would be there. But I'm gonna definitely get out to support you guys in a service in the next month, because I just want to see all that God's doing and be there in any way. And I know if any of our team can get out and support Derek, that's here in Houston, and support Derek Lisa, that'd be amazing. I know you will. No, that's amazing, man. We are so excited to see all that God's going to do in Sugar Land. Anybody else? Some wins? I know we had, some walk and rolls. We launched our church membership. I think since we last talked, we launched our family membership. Obviously the Valley Church launch this past weekend, and the South African launch, which there's a lot to tell you there and everything. And then and it's good to have Araceli back. Araceli had her baby, and she is she's had her maternity leave, and we're really glad to have her back. Amen, Norma?
Norma's muted, I'm sure. Thank you.
Oh no.
Oh, no worries. But any other wins?
Well, hi. So it's Lise. Hi. So you mentioned the walk and rolls, and but ours did go really well, and we were very blessed. And we're going to have a meeting in 2 weeks to kind of see, to recap and see how much we made and do all that. And we just made a lot of relationships. But it's so funny that I have forgotten about the walk and roll, because we're totally into Night to Shine. And I'll tell you what, it's a little crazy. But but I'm excited because we have a young man who's going to give the gospel message that when he was a little guy, I think he's like 22 now. They had said, you know what, this kid's never going to talk. He's never going to, socialize, the whole nine. And now he's a team captain in a local college basketball, on a local college basketball team. He's got a radio station. It's just amazing what God's doing. And he's brought yet another amazing leader for this event to work alongside me. So, lots of wins. Personally, things are going great. And, in a church, things are going great. So lots of wins right now. Not without any enemy attacks, though. I got her there. They're all over the place, but we're trudging forward. So
absolutely, that's fantastic. Well, it looked great. Your walk and roll looked great, and we had a great one. We doubled in size this year with our walk and roll, and and you guys probably saw some of the videos and different things like that. It was a huge weekend. Plus, we baptized 10 special needs families. So. Unbelievable weekend as well, and really excited as we continue to go on this journey. Anybody else have some wins?
I guess just to add on to what you said, Pastor Craig, for our walk and roll, we had so many good input from not just the families, but the resources, because they found out about other resources that they can these companies can kind of refer to their current clients to, for them to find other stuff. So it was just all around it. It was really, really good for everybody who attended, either attendees or companies. And then after that, we just had our respite night, and that was really, really good. Every time our families get to just have that night off, and it's amazing for them just to get a few hours away. And so that's always really, really powerful for them to get that time off.
And tell everybody about your baby, Araceli. Hello, Araceli, did we lose her?
Oh, she's perfect. What can I say?
How big was she? Okay, I think you're going in and out on your mic. So
we're blessed now, and so 12 ounces. But she's getting big by the day, so she's beautiful.
Awesome. She's beautiful for sure. Everything. Can't wait to hang out with her a little bit more. Any other wins? Sandy, I know Isaac's not on right now. I think he's on the road. But did you get a chance to talk to him and talk to him about the weekend?
Hi, yes. Okay, so it went very well, and it was, they had so many new families that they're immediately opening a second opportunity, a second service. I know that I think it far exceeded their expectations, and he was really excited about the possibilities. And today he's in Dallas with his brother doing a project with his pastor, but today's Calvin's 7th birthday. So he just looks so good. If you get a chance to look at the Instagram or the Facebook, it's just so cool. But for this side, so Talk to the Doc, our first live will be on the 16th. And so some kind of really exciting things are coming from it. And just so you know, what I'm doing is opening a TPT store. And in that store will be a lot of free resources for parents. The focus this time is organization of your documentation so that you can So you can keep all your IEP paperwork in one location, plus document your journey. And we're really going to focus on what God has done and how we need to be reminded of that. So I'm developing curriculum. I'm developing IEP binders with tabs and things, and those will be free of charge in the store. And then all the products that I produced, the file folder activities and all those things, Isaac was talking to me. He said, we started this new Champions Club and all that stuff takes so long to put together. Can you just do it for us? So that's what I'm working on right now, is making all those products available for a very reasonable cost, if not free, so they can download them and just get started. So, so it'll be parents' resources and resources for the Champions Club. And so that's exciting. It takes a lot of time, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. And then we'll get a lot of traction for the gospel, because we keep talking about, pray these scriptures over them, do these activities. And I train and everybody gets excited. And then I come back and it's like, oh, where's your stuff? Oh, well, yeah. I think we just need to provide it so it can be a download and just get it done. So that's kind of what I've been working on, and excited about that. And we are making progress with the curriculum.
Yes.
We've done 5 units where they're going to final edit. And so we have 4 left, and then those will go to final edit. But Ryan, our graphic artist, has been working overtime to really turn these out. And I talked to him today, actually, been so appreciative. And really the graphics are just getting better and better. So it's exciting. It's exciting what God's doing.
Yeah, no doubt. And she's talking about the public school curriculum. So, every curriculum's a journey, and appreciate Sandy just staying on that journey with the team. And we got actually an editor from Lakewood, and just a lady. She's a dynamo, and she's helping launch the Champions Club in Alaska, and just came along our side, Sandy's side, with this, and it's been incredible. One of the things that's really cool with the public school curriculum is Flag House, the company that helps us with equipment. They're going to really come along our side to get this curriculum out around the United States. And so they have huge educational channels. They're going to set up a web page. There's going to be all kinds of different things. And ultimately, we're going to probably do another platform for training centered around public school, because it's got to be different, obviously, than our church's membership. So we're really excited about this. And we think it's going to really go amazingly with schools, and just so excited about what God's going to do with that. And just touching on that a little bit, we launched our church membership, and hopefully you guys have got your churches signed up for that. And we're putting on stuff nonstop, every week. And so there's constant new stuff. There's stuff that that will be our core, training and everything. And we've got new churches that are about to sign up. I think, Sarah, how many churches right now do we have signed up for the church curriculum or church membership?
Around 30, roughly, a little over.
Yeah, I think we have 31 or 32. It's somewhere in there, but yeah. So we're real excited. And as we're talking to other people about launching Champions Clubs, that's a big part of it. That we're pushing to get them involved with. So the churches from South Africa, they're going to be getting a church membership. I think one has, and then this new one that's going to launch in January will too. So, you know, this is so new, you know, to get people involved and get churches involved. But we're excited. The family membership, obviously, you know, it's going to be a journey. And we need, like as I've said, we need everybody's help. Just explain this family membership. But you could just hear all the stuff that Sandy's going to bring to the table. With Talk to the Doc, what Redonda's going to bring to the table with care for families, and then our small groups, and just some other stuff that we've got planned out. And we're doing devotionals every day. We're doing declarations every day. We're adding just some different types of content. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that we're building our membership with it, because I think it's going to be one of those things where we need some dry run through to a degree with what we're going to do, some tweaking, different things like that. And but I feel really good about everything that's going to be a part of it. And it seems like so far with the people that are checking it out, we're getting a great response. We really want to encourage you to talk to your families if you haven't already. Talk to your families. And Derek, I don't know if there's somebody that can even connect with LifePoint families, and you know, maybe we can connect with a person that's there. But we've got to really, I want to say this in the right way, sell it, because let me tell you this, because it's so new, people don't get it. And why should, you know, some of the questions would be, why should I you know, do a monthly subscription, stuff like that? Because I think it's going to be a game changer for these families. Once everything kicks off, I just don't know where you can get help like that. I just don't know where you can get help in all those key areas for these families. And especially, you know, even when you look at families that are just getting a diagnosis, or, you know, their kids are just starting school, or man, they're going through difficult times. I'm telling you, this is going to be powerful stuff. And let me know with the devotionals. I know the camera work's not great, but we're kind of going to live devotionals, because it takes so much to film everything and put everything together. But I'm really trying to hit key things. We're going to get a variety of devotions. Redonda's doing a devotion tomorrow, because I know a lot of the ladies and everything, they're going to connect even more with a lady. And so I can't be the one doing the devotionals all the time. So if you guys have some strong devotionals and you guys can do them, let's set that up with Sarah. And we're just looking like 3 to 5 minutes. Kind of the model that I'm doing right now, that's where we need to stay, because just as far as time-wise. But has anybody seen the devotionals, and especially the ones lately I've been doing, and you know, have they been speaking? Are we on the right track? Anybody have any thoughts, comments?
This is Derek. So I haven't seen a ton of the devotionals, but I've been watching the daily declarations every morning with you and Sam. I think those are great, because I think it just puts in everyone's mind, like, hey, this is something we should be doing every morning. Let's speak stuff over us, speak stuff over our kids. The devotional I haven't had a lot of time to dive into yet, but I think the daily declaration, especially, you know, I think what you just said is so key. It doesn't necessarily have to be super produced. I think it's just more of the personal connection every single day, where they know something's coming every single morning. Because I've gotten to the point where already I know when that notification comes through, I just start hitting it real quick to listen to it. I'm sure other people are doing that also.
Awesome. Anybody else?
For me, the same thing with the devotionals. When they come up on that notification, every morning is something that I look forward to. I love it.
Fantastic.
That's great.
And it's speaking to you as a mom?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Matter of fact, I called my sister at work and I shared with her one of the declarations, and it just made her day. She said, it made my day. Thank you. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's wonderful.
Fantastic. Anybody else? It's okay if everybody hasn't seen them, but yeah, and we're gonna start adding some different content, but I don't want to add a lot of content until we have our shows running with Dr. Sandy, Redonda, and then our small groups with oh, I'm forgetting her name right now. Why am I forgetting her name?
Mary.
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 Hey, you know what? I don't know if it's a blockade with the name Mary, but I always forget Mary Hancock's name.
Oh,
No.
Right? I can't ever remember the name Mary. Lord help me. The memory of the righteous is blessed. The memory of the righteous is blessed.
yeah, just think like Jesus's mother, you know.
Oh,
Right.
no.
There you go.
Yeah.
You paralleled it for me right
She
there.
carried the Savior.
That could be your
Okay.
declaration tomorrow.
Yes.
That's right. Mary. Hey, another thing really cool is we're working on the graphic for those posters for your Champions Club, that when champions walk in, they're going to see this declaration of who they are. It's such a great declaration that you can speak over them. And so those are going to be available for purchase. And so let's talk about that for a minute, Sarah. Why don't you come on real quick and just tell them about some of the merch and what we're planning to do with getting that out. I've been getting great feedback. I wore one of the hats to South Africa, and they wanted them like right away. But I didn't take them because I was afraid they're going to get smashed. So, but I took one to wear. But Sarah, why don't you hit on a little bit of the merch and kind of what we're planning to do with that?
We have, for the very first time, started merch. I know Maxine already has some of
Yeah.
our merch.
My husband swiped it though, man. He took my hat. God,
took
he
your
loved
hat?
it. He said, that hat is nice. And it's gone. I told him you can't have the shirt because then it's going to be a fight. But he did have the hat. He got the hat.
Yes. So the shirt, I know Norma is wearing the shirt today, but she's probably driving. But you might have seen him online. If you are interested in getting one of our shirts, we still have a few left. The only ones I have left though is size small. Everything else is all sold out. So if you're a small, or if you can fit in a small, then we have some shirts for you. We have amazing hats. This is the hat Maxine's husband stole. They have the same logo as the shirt. Our hats go for $20, and I still have some left. So if you're interested, we can definitely ship them to you. This has a
Nice.
suede patch,
That's
the
nice.
same logo, super nice. And then we have this one, which is a lot of people's favorite because it's high quality, it's super heavy.
Ooh, I like that.
Champion travel mug, also for $20 for hot and cold beverages.
Ooh, I like it.
So we're going to reorder some shirts. What we're trying to do, if you want to put in an order for your champions, or what, just get the orders to Sarah as far as sizes, different things like that. We're going to get everything up. We just need to talk to Tiago right now on how we're going to do that. And so we're going to get everything up online where you can buy it, plus those posters. So I know you've seen in my post, the posters are going to kind of look like that. It won't have the church name on it, obviously. It'll just be the posters just with the declaration with the Champions Club logo. But yeah, you want to frame those because it looked fantastic at the Champions Club that we launched in South Africa. And so if you have any other ideas as far as merch, but it's really quality stuff. And you know, we sold out of the shirts really quickly for the most part. We're down to the smalls now. And what we will do though, on the next order, I'll try to get a shirt to y'all. We'll try to include a shirt. They'll just be just for you and everything. So Maxine, if your husband steals your shirt, we'll have another one coming for you and take care of you. And
Hey, thank you.
yeah, and so we'll try to get at least a shirt, or you can pick a hat or whatever, one of the items that and we'll get that to you. So you can pick one of the two, whatever you would like, and when we do the reorder, we'll get those to you. But we just let us know on orders as we're going through this, and I think yeah, I think they've sold really well, so we're really excited about that. All right, let's keep on going. Feedback. Let's get any feedback on. We got some feedback on the family membership. Any feedback on the church membership?
At first, for Faith Church, the new director, her name is Diana, and she was telling me at first that she felt there wasn't enough content coming on fast enough. So I did explain to her, because I was talking with Sarah, and I explained to her that we're putting things on in chunks, because if we give everything all at one shot, it is a lot. And there was some good training in the beginning already. There was like some ABA training there. So she was able to see that, but I guess she wanted more right away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she wanted more. So that was one of the things she was saying, you know, if you pay now, why can't we get everything now, was one of the comments that she said. So that was the feedback, but I did explain to her that it does come in chunks, because it is a lot of content that's being downloaded there, and it does change. So that is something nice, because you get something new all the time when you're on there.
Yeah. So question with that. That's interesting, because you've got almost 3 hours of training just in the core training videos.
Yeah.
So she's already trained all of her people on those 3 hours, and
no, she hasn't. And I asked her that. I said, have you done any of the videos yet? And she said she has not.
okay.
So I guess she wanted to see other things, more content, of not only training, I guess, the curriculum. She also thought the curriculum was included. Remember that issue with the curriculum? So, but that was taken care of though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we got the issue with the curriculum.
Yes.
I'll share.
Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
been training Alaska, because we're going to go there in a couple weeks, and he has been watching all the videos. I was talking to him about curriculum. He goes, "Oh yeah, I saw that in the video." I was so excited. I go, "Oh, you're watching them?" So you know what? It just takes a lot of pressure off, because as I'm explaining the 7 Gs and going through everything with him, he said, "Oh yeah, I saw that." So actually, he and his wife have been watching some of the videos. So I'm so grateful that there's something that they can review often to kind of understand the process. And so it's working well in Alaska.
Good. All right. Anybody else? All right, Sarah, any thoughts with what Maxine was saying on with the curriculum?
On including the curriculum, you mean?
No, like the director wanting more content.
Yes. I know me and Maxine briefly talked about it, and right now the thing that we're trying to figure out is there are churches who have been a Champions Club for a long time who have it all down, and for them I would recommend, there's 2 videos up there now called Advanced Training by J&K Brennan. And that was one long training that was done here at Lakewood Church. We recorded it, and that is an advanced training on behaviors. Okay. So if you have a pro Champions Club who kind of already know what they're doing, so who don't, as to their opinion, don't get much use out of the core training videos, I would direct them there to the advanced training, because you can never stop learning on behaviors, pretty much.
That's right.
On the other hand, we also deal with churches when we have their first consultation call, that the question they ask us is, what is a meltdown? So that's also the level we have to take into account. That's why we're trying to start slow, make sure we cover every aspect. And as volunteers come and go, you're going to have to reuse those core trainings, and they're good refreshers if you feel like your team already knows what they're doing.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Also, I'm about to do some leadership training.
Okay.
Centered around everything from recruiting to developing leaders to building teams. Because you know, there are aspects on leadership training that, you know, you could have a great champions club, but if you're not bringing in volunteers and you're not building teams effectively, it's going to affect you. You know, it's just like any other department. And so I'm going to be doing some videos coming up on leadership training and development that we'll be able to bring on too. So we're on it. You know, just let her know we're on it. They're coming.
Okay.
and everything. I think there's a lot. I think there is a lot already.
Yeah.
You know, but I totally get where she's eating it up right now.
Right.
And there's some people that's gonna eat it up, but but also remember, it's not just for the director to eat it up.
Right.
It's for them to train their team on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So just encourage her, you know, that we've got a lot coming, but
Okay.
definitely look at some training times that and she may be, Maxine, I don't know, but a lot of it is for her to also be able to set those times to train her team.
Yes. I'll definitely talk to her about it.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on the church membership?
Hey, Craig, just FYI, I just sent an email or a text message to the people that are at Life Point while y'all were talking. The lady who's been covering Champions, to my understanding, is now moving because of a job transfer with her husband. So they're kids pastors who went to y'all's training at Lakewood last year. So they're definitely invested. I just sent them a message. And I think they will probably jump on, because for them, it will be a lot of stress off of them to know trainings got done. So
perfect. Fantastic. And we're going to continue, you know, we'll push the church membership. We're going to continue. Right now, we're kind of focused on the family membership, because we feel like we've got a good core with the church and memberships, and we've got more coming on. Yeah, we just need everybody's help really pushing the family membership. And listen, if there's anything you're not liking, or if there's a struggle and your families just aren't, you know, you've shared it with them, but they're just not catching on, or whatever it is, let us know how we can navigate that, because I just think it's going to be invaluable for your families overall. Some may be waiting until you know, we get the shows started and everything, and that's fine too. But I know that God's going to use this in a big way. So anything else? All right. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit, just some good praise reports. Oh, we do need to hit this also. Sarah, why don't you hit the assumption of risks documents?
Yes, it's that time again. We did a round before, send it out to the regional directors to reach out to the churches that are in your area to ask them to sign and return the assumption of risk. So I sent those emails out in the past week. If you have any questions about it, or if your church hasn't filled one out yet, just reach out to me, and then we're going to try to get it done before the end of October.
Yeah, those are very important for us as an organization overall. So if you can get those done for us, that'd be fantastic. The next thing, just to let you all know about, Jordan Champions Club, our first one in the Middle East, is going to launch in 2 weeks, I believe. And I was going to go on that trip, but I'm tapped out, man. This last one, and then I've got Alaska 2 weeks after that, and then Australia 2 weeks after that. So our teams, some of our teams going, Norma's going, Sarah's going, they're going with our missions team, and Harrison's going to go. And so I think Harrison will be even better to be there for the Jordan Champions Club launch. This is so exciting to launch our first one in the Middle East. And but Harrison's foundation is one of the ones. Well, Lakewood has funded this first one, but Harrison's foundation has funded another one, but he's going to be a part of. They're going to film it. They're going to get testimony stories. So we're really excited about our first Champions Club in the Middle East. And then, as Dr. Sandy said, we are heading to Alaska, October 6th weekend, I believe it is. And we're launching the first Champions Club in Alaska, the official launch. And so she'll be doing training there, and we'll be speaking that weekend. So just some amazing launches there. We launched our first one in South Africa. I tried to give as many pictures, as many things as I could. The incredible thing about that one, South Africa, was they grew 15 families that weekend of the launch. Well, excuse me, 12 families, because they had 3 families there already. And so they grew off the soft launch. So they had 3 families and they grew 12. They were packed out. As a matter of fact, it was overflow in the Champions Club because they have one service on a Sunday. So they had close to 30 people in the room. It was a little crazy, but families came, man. I mean, just unbelievable, what took place, and they were very excited. So they had a lot of teens. So I just was able to work with them on expanding their Champions Club and ways that they can do that because they're not going to be able to have that many with one service in the Champions Club on that Sunday. So they're going to get a mobile classroom that's going to come that they can rent from the outside and work with their teen champions. They've got a whole nother section of their building. They've just built a new building, and I'm telling you, these guys, they were excellent. I mean, they crushed it that weekend, and just what they're doing, and kudos to our team that trained them, and they were so appreciative for all the training, all the help. I've very rarely seen a church as excited. And then you saw the pictures today. They got all their playground equipment in, their special needs playground equipment in, and it looks fantastic. So this is our first Champions Club with a special needs playground as well. So God just continuing to do new things, and it's really cool to see just the growth when you talk about Valley Church Champions Club, and right away we're having to expand there. And then with this South African Champions Club in Pretoria with Household of Christ. Another cool thing is I spoke at the Ark. We probably had 5 to, I can't remember them all, but 5 to 10 key churches that responded to launching Champions Clubs. And the host church of the Ark, Hope Church, they are all in launching in January. And so this is a very influential church in George. It's at the south of that sounds weird, south of South Africa, but it's on the southern end. And these guys are going to crush it. And so we're already beginning to work with them, but God's just opening up new places to us, the Middle East, South Africa, and not just with good Champions Clubs, with great Champions Clubs. to at least launch, and then they can train others as they're coming in. And so we're just so thankful for those miracles. Plus all the Champions Clubs that are continuing right now to launch in the States. It seems like we've got at least one or two launching every month. And so we're really excited about all those that are taking place. Champions Clubs are launching continue launch in Australia. We've got next year, my schedule is basically already booked, and I'm gonna have to turn down things, and I'm also gonna have to look for other people to go and help launch them, because it's that kind of explosion. But we're launching our first one in Switzerland next year. We're launching 2 in Bethlehem next year. I mean, we can just go on and on. We're launching our first one, looking to in Asia. Well, that's not our first one, but we're looking to work on that one to hopefully launch in 2020. So many new places and so many places that God's really working in. So we're really excited about that. And each place we're gonna be sharing about all of our memberships and everything that we have to offer for them. So it's a really exciting time. Another thing that was really great, we had a lot of people come to Christ in South Africa, and this is the first time it's ever happened. But I do core messages that are part of what we do with Champions, and one of the core messages, as you all know, is the coming out of the drought one. In the church in Pretoria, it's the first time I've ever seen this happen. But the entire church, it was like, I don't know, 700 people came forward. The entire church. And I mean, just people going through things and working through things. And it blew my mind. And just the responses that we're having, I feel like we're in an acceleration time. And it's a really exciting time to be a part of what we're doing. And, it really comes down to all of you, the seeds that you've planted, your leadership, your hard work in the different areas to not only grow your Champions Clubs, but grow other people. And so we're in a season of fruit, and I believe that God is going to continue that. We look at the ground we've taken this year. I mean, launching 2 different memberships, and that takes a lot, to pull all those things together. But I just feel like that where we're going and what we're going to do, man, it's just the beginning of what's going to happen, what's going to take place. And I just am so thankful for you all. And I'm so thankful for everything that you're pouring in. I'm thankful for the creativity that's coming out. I'm thankful for the leadership. And, I just can't wait to see all that God's going to continue to do this year, as he just continues to give us more influence and see Champions Clubs transform lives and transform families. So it's pretty incredible to see. But I love you all. Any other thoughts before we sign off today?
Hey, Pastor Craig, it's Derek. Sorry, I know I've talked a lot today.
I love it.
Hey, just a thought after watching Isaac. I sent an email out to him, but I was really, really impressed with how he launched his Champions Club. I mean, I was watching him for like months. And I know I didn't do that well when we launched the one at Life Point. But going through this whole launch process with Art for launching our church, like I think if we could devise a plan to help people learn how to launch their Champions Club, you would get more buy-in from pastors. Because I know, I'll just be honest, pastors want to see the bang for the buck immediately. And they can say it's all about helping families, and it is. But a lot of pastors want to see the return on the investment as quickly as possible. And I think the way that he did that, and it sounds like South Africa was probably very similar, I think the more excitement that can be built leading up to that launch, and if we could give some practical things Like I said, it's what ARC's done for us launching the church. But if we could teach them to build some excitement, I think you could start launching these champions clubs with 2 or 3 times what they're launching with if we just could try to build the excitement on the front end. I know we tried to do that when we launched Stars at Life Point, but again, just seeing the quality of what Isaac put out, like he did an amazing job with that launch. And I'm sure that the response they've gotten is because of the legwork they put in on the front end. So just something to think about moving forward. It might be nice to have like a launch plan, like, hey, 3 months out, start doing this on social media. 2 months out, start doing this. Might be worth a chance just to see if we could get the launches a little bit bigger.
Yeah, great idea. Great idea. And we do train, but I see, I think what you're saying with the timeline and laying that out. Yeah, we can go higher with that. So great idea. I love that. Any other thing before we sign off? All right. Well, listen, we love you. Thank you for all that you're doing, and appreciate you so much. Bless your families and bless everything you're putting your hands to. Hopefully we'll have to get a report from Isaac, and what I'm going to try to do on the next leadership meeting is I may try to get some of these new champions clubs that have launched in South Africa. We might try to get them on as well, and just let them give some of our leadership team some of the reports that are coming through, and yeah, and then also, just sharing some ideas. So I think it'd be amazing. But anyway, thank you all so much. Thanks for taking time out today. Love you all. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye. God bless you all.
Bye-bye.